Sertoba Media, where the struggle is real to be awesome.
I push that weight to get that dough, but I don't break cause I've been broke. If ain't no pain, then ain't no growth. To keep it 100, I came in to run it and bet if I had to, I'd do it again. It ain't no race if I don't win. I push that weight to get that dough, but I don't break cause I've been broke. If ain't no pain, then ain't no growth. To keep it 100, I came in to run it and bet if I had to, I'd do it again. It ain't no race if I don't win. Trust I'm coming up for that top spot, coming up for that throne. Trust I'm coming up for that drop top.
Yeah. Had to show him what's up. He thought he was the one. Nah, we the ones. So let's get back into this list that we have for you all here from the real bloodline here on the grind. All right. So we talked about the top 3 women of 2024 that we feel the MVPs of 2024. Let's get into the men. The men that we feel are the MVPs of 2024. And I drew the shortest straw, so that means I got to go first. So let's get into it. So, again, there was a couple that I fought over mentally, and then there was a few that I kind of felt like was solid. So this may be controversial to some. This is why it's my list. All right. So number 1 that I have on my list, I think should be on everybody's list. It is main event Jey Uso. Okay. Yeet. All right. So Jey Uso had a phenomenal year, separating himself from the OG bloodline. Okay. Going to Monday Night Raw by himself. It's just me, Oos. He went to Monday Night Raw by himself, and even though he already had the nickname, he had to get over with the crowd. My favorite moment is Backlash. His entrance at Backlash, entrance of the year. Entrance of the year. And I am a huge Bray Wyatt 6, rest in peace, Wyatt 6 fan. Huge. And their debut, boy, right out of a horror movie. But the way that Jey Uso connect with the fans has continued to connect with the fans, and it's only getting bigger each and every arena he walks into. He finally won a singles title, even though he only held it for like 20 plus days, which I think was kind of a mistake, but I understand it's storyline driven. So hopefully maybe him and Breaker run it back in Mania and they put the strap back on him, because he deserves a run as a singles title, just as his brother Jimmy Uso does. Yes, I said it. Jimmy Uso deserves a single championship run too. But Jey Uso has been the, I guess you can call it, black sheep of the family that went and flourished. So Jey Uso is number 1 on my list. Second on my list is probably controversial, but I think that he is one of the best storytellers in WWE right now. And that is Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre went nuts this year. With everything that they gave him, this man took it, and I mean, out of here with it. His feud with Punk is absolutely, positively feud of the year. I don't care what anybody has to say about feuds this year. Unequivocally, that was the feud of the year with a great payoff. Even though WrestleMania took place this year, okay? And it was such a great ending to the story. The great ending to the story was that Hell in a Cell match between Drew McIntyre and CM Punk. Drew McIntyre came onto the Busted Open Holiday special podcast the other day and shared his true feelings about wrestling. And I'm going to tell you what, he's absolutely right. Go watch that podcast if you haven't. He's absolutely right. Drew McIntyre deserves to be on this list, and that's why he's number 2 on my list. The last one, kind of hard for me. It's kind of hard for me. But I'm gonna leave the one that I think is more obvious to y'all, and I'm gonna go with the man who jumped off the cage and broke his ankle. Daggone Bronson Reed. Bronson Reed has been a dog this year, and he started to ascend when he started having those crazy backstage spots with Braun Strowman, and when he tsunami Seth the hell 9 times, and everything else. Like, you know, Seth Rollins got tsunami just like how many times 50 Cent got shot. Like, it's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy. But Bronson Reed was on an ascending path this year. I think he would have had a major match come WrestleMania time, through the Royal Rumble. I wish him a speedy recovery, but he's going to get his flowers right here, right now. Bronson Reed, my dog, you are in my top 3 for MVPs of 2024. All right, so now that I got that off my chest, let's see. Thaddeus, let's start with you, man. What you got?
Let's get it. Let's go. So first things first, Korrey. I agree with the people you have on your list. I ain't gonna hold you. Making this list right here was incredibly hard, incredibly difficult. Because like I said before, you really forget how much happens in the first half of the year. Okay. But at the end of the day, the 3 people I have on my list has been consistent throughout the entire year. You can pick any month and you will be mentioning these 3 individuals without a shadow of a doubt. So first thing first, we're going to go ahead and start off strong. My personal pick, Drew McIntyre, okay? Drew McIntyre did everything I needed him to do this year, and then some. I cannot wait for 2025. Give this man a title. He needs it now, and he deserves it right now. I don't care who giving it to him, where it's coming from, and it better not be no mid-card, because he's better than that at this point in time. It's time for him to get that respect and get that love. I don't think people understand how much of a masterclass run Drew McIntyre is going to have once he cleans up the bloodline. Once he finishes up, once he gets the people that has wronged him, he's going to do everything right from that point on. I promise you. Okay? Next up, we're going to go obvious, and that is Jey Uso. Jey Uso is undeniably a draw. He is a draw to the product. You cannot tell me he is not. Look at the sales. Okay, look at his merch sales. Look at what he does for a crowd. Look at what he does for a story. Come on now. He's not the same person that we all grew up with, hitting them. He don't need to do all that no more. He's standing on his own and he's doing great. And he's looking good, man. Shout out to Jimmy for his time coming soon. I know y'all saw him cut that promo not too long ago. He's still here. And he ain't going unnoticed. Korrey, I heard you mention it and I feel the exact same way. I can't wait till they put that man in a better position. But now let's get to the next person that I think that you left off the list, Korrey. Who? Correct me if I'm wrong, but aren't we talking about Dusty's child? Aren't we talking about Cody Rhodes? Come on. Come on. Now let me reiterate it again. No, Korrey. You getting it.
Unacceptable!
You getting it.
Yeah.
Because I'm telling you right now, like I said before, people tend to forget what happens at the beginning of the year. Did y'all not remember the absolute 5-star classic? Yeah, I said 5-star classic that him and AJ Styles had?
Whoa, shaky.
Did y'all forget that match? What about the other matches? Y'all keep saying Cody Rhodes is just unentertaining, but that's just your bias speaking. That man is cooking.
I got something for y'all.
What?
Get out!
Come on, he went with Carmelo. Y'all don't get mad at that? Come on now. Cody Rhodes is ready to go. And I know we waiting for the great feud. Don't get the list twisted. I know y'all see the merch. I know y'all see that RKO.
They talk.
And when Randy comes back for Cody, I will be switching up. I will be switching up, okay? But for right now, I feel real confident and real comfortable in where Cody Rhodes is at, and I love what he's doing. I love it. I love what they're doing to him and what they're doing for him. Because if y'all don't see it, it's right there. It's on the horizon, and I really hope that they pull this trigger. I really hope that they pull this trigger and let Homelander come through. Let that Homelander Cody Rhodes come through, because you see we're nicking at the armor. Come on now, what he just do to KO? What he just do to Kevin Owens just recently? They say he cheated. They say he ain't doing the babyface thing. That he's not going the typical route, and I like that. Get in the mud. Show them what the nightmare is. I'm waiting for that nightmare to mean something. Your daddy was the dream. You the nightmare. Make me scared.
You should run.
Yeah, let me see what you can do. And you know what? I said it before. I'm gonna say it again. Randy Orton's gonna bring that nightmare out of him. If they allow it to happen, from going off a KO, then going to Randy, chef's kiss. I don't want no respectful bout. I want straight disrespect. That's what I want from them. Okay. All right. Now that's how I feel. I will add 2 honorable mentions because I really think they need to be mentioned. Okay. Someone I have grown to love. Okay. I won't rock on him in the first half. He was uninteresting to me. But someone I have grown to love is the Undertaker himself, Damian Priest. Damian Priest is my dude, bro. I swear. See, Korrey, I know you a Finn Balor person, but I gotta tell you the truth. That man is washed.
You need to be drug tested immediately.
It's Damian time.
Boy, ain't no way, boy.
It's Damian time. He here, Korrey. Korrey, come on. He was bullying Gunther. Come on. Backstage, it don't matter where you. Damian is here, and he putting in that work, and that leads me to talk about another man that I literally just mentioned, and that's Gunther. Come on now, undeniable run. He's doing great as champion. He disrespected Goldberg. That's a plus in my book. Come on, we having a great time right now. But that's not too much for the honorable mentions, because they couldn't make it to the top 3 just yet. But J.O., you can take the reins from here.
All right, then get out of the way. Number 1, Jey Uso is on my list. He deserves a major title run somewhere today after the bloodline gets over. He deserves his chance. Y'all basically already said what I wanted to say about Jey Uso. Did a good job making himself a household name by himself without Roman help. You know what I'm saying? So they got 2 main carders from that bloodline. That's that can get draw, as they would say. And number 2, and I think he deserves to be on this list. I'm putting Gunther on this list because he brought prestige back to the mid-card titles. No one in a long time made the Intercontinental Championship or mid-card championship as important as he ever did. I was actually watching his matches, really ready to watch his matches when Gunther was ready to fight and stuff like that. So he did a good job. WWE did a good job putting him in position for him to be, to be him. He's dominant. He kind of reminds me of Cesaro a little bit, but he's not Cesaro. If that makes sense to you guys a little bit.
I get what you're saying.
He's not Cesaro, but he's like, okay, like like what Cesaro was supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not. They're different still, but like I could see them like working together, or like somewhat, like a little brother or something. But like, yeah, Gunther should be on this list. He brought prestiges back, and he also a good wrestler. He deserves to be somewhat get his feet wet and be in the main culture. He can wrestle too. He has some great matches this year. You know what I'm saying? He has some great matches, man. That WrestleMania match was good, man. You know what I'm saying? Now number 3. I did a lot of deliberating on this number 3. A lot of deliberating. I'm not gonna have to agree with you guys and go with Drew McIntyre as well. Drew is that guy. Yeah. See, people don't know about Drew when he wasn't doing all this gimmick about 10 years ago about Drew. Y'all don't know the development, the character development Drew McIntyre has been going through. They sent him back to NXT and told him you have to start all over and learn again. He was a broken. What was he like? Broken or something like that? Like he had
broken dreams.
Yeah, broken dreams. He had a whole new gimmick. Like when Bray Wyatt used to be Husky Harris. You know what I'm saying? People, y'all don't know. Y'all just see this new. Drew was not like this. Drew used to be skinny. Drew wasn't big. I remember Drew McIntyre was skinny. So to see him become this far, and you know, in the feud, you're right, Korrey. That was the best feud this year, man. They really hate each other. They remind me of like when Jeff Hardy and C-Punk used to be. They didn't like each other. That's what it remind me of when they used to be when Edge and Matt Hardy used to go at it. They didn't like each other. That's how they portrayed it to me. They did not like each other. They couldn't stand each other. And when they see each other, it was on site every single time, and that made it feel real. It didn't matter what was going on. It didn't matter what was going on. They come back 6 months later, somebody's hurt. They stay on the same time. BTA. It's time on site, no matter where it's at. So yeah, those are my three: Jey Uso, Gunther, and Drew McIntyre. Yeah.
All right, you say you were struggling with that one. Well, who else were you considering? You can make them like an
I was thinking Braun Breaker for some reason.
Yes, bro. I was thinking about him too, bro. I
was thinking about Braun Breaker, but and ain't like Scott Steiner's like nephew or something like that. Is that true? Yeah, I was thinking him. He's good. He has a lot of potential. I don't know. He challenged John Cena. He might be beefing with John Cena next month. Who knows? In a couple months, who knows? But he did it.
John Cena don't want that smoke.
Hey man,
that spear, bro. That spear is good.
John Cena does not want that smoke.
Goodness gracious, bro.
I don't know.
John Cena gotta go back to Hollywood, bro. I don't know if I want to see him get broken like that.
John
bro.
Cena getting a ring with him. They want to put on the ring post the turnbuckle a life alert for John Cena. Because he ain't coming back. You can forget it.
But yeah, I was thinking Braun Breaker, man. I was thinking
that's respect.
Because he's good. I like Braun. So yeah,
okay.
In my head,
right. I ain't really have no honorable mention, but Thaddeus, we do not do Finn Balor derogatory comments on this show, sir. We are Finn Balor stands, good sir. And Finn Balor at 40 plus years old, I believe he's 43. Has the best abs in the game, and they really have not done anything with Finn Balor up to this point with Judgment Day, taking him seriously. And I think that from here, once he breaks away from Judgment Day again, his problem was that everybody was looking towards the demon, but not looking towards Finn Balor, the character. And he needed to reestablish himself. It's like, no, I'm not just the demon. I'm a wrestler. Like, dude, this is me. You know, so I think that's how we are going to start slowly getting the demon back again to make it feel prestige, you know, like this is serious type thing again. But yeah, we Finn Balor stands here, sir.
Another thing too, man.
I'm sorry to interject real quick when it comes to Finn, because honestly, Korrey, I can sit here and talk about the trajectory of that man's career for mad time, because growing up, I felt the exact same way you felt about Finn Balor. I thought he was next. I thought he was it. And it bothers me that he's booked the way that he is. It don't matter if it's in his favor, because when you say in his favor, they got tag belts on him. I want him to have a singles run. I want him to really be, stomping him in a chest. You know what I'm saying? Like, let Finn do Finn. But as the years go by and more people came through, I just let that hope go. I'm not going to lie to you. And him losing at WrestleMania against, Edge is one of my goats. I love Edge. I love him. I think he's great. But that was a detriment to his career as far as the fans are concerned. And I ain't talking about the people who are really into it like you. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. The casuals. Because at the end of the day, that's where most of the bang is coming from, the casuals. And if they're ready to put Finn to the side to uplift Dom,
Dom, he is crazy though, man.
Dom is nice. Like, Dom is great. Dom is nice. But it's just like, I don't know. You just start talking about the waste of what's going on and stuff like that. And it just starts to rub me like a very weird way. Like, it's just it's frustrating. Like, the frustration that you get, Korrey, I totally understand when it comes down to Finn Balor and stuff like that. I genuinely, truly do. I really do, brother.
Question here: while Roman was gone, on the male side, who carried WWE or who carried SmackDown while he was gone?
And it had to be Cody by default, don't it?
No, I don't think so. I'm tired of Cody being champion. I'm tired of Cody being champion. In my personal opinion, I don't want him to be champion no more.
You said SmackDown?
Yeah, I don't want Cody to be champion no more. I'm done. I'm done with Cody being champion.
You want me to be honest?
Yeah.
SmackDown, right?
Yeah, SmackDown.
specifically.
Solo Sikoa and
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah,
So
that's
he should have been on the list. I'm thinking in my head, he should have been on the list. He can't.
Nah,
He carried.
I don't think so. And the only reason why I say that is because we still don't even take Solo Sikoa seriously as the tribal chief. He needs a monumental win to stamp, like, to take him seriously. Especially with him being an ex-enforcer, and now he has Jacob Fatu being his enforcer now. That kind of changes the game a lot because Jacob outshines him. So I don't know.
I don't know, bro, but I don't know. I was just thinking in my head. I was like, who carries SmackDown? I was thinking the same thing. Solo carried while Roman was gone.
Yeah, I mean, honest, the bloodline 2.0 thing, it was put me to sleep until Roman came back. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I don't dislike Solo. That's not what I would say, but I don't really care about that storyline. I'm not being lied to you. It's just now really starting to, ever since Roman been back, has just now really becoming like enjoyable for me. I ain't gonna lie. Like, that's just how I feel about that whole entire situation. And I can't wait until they stop feeding that entire machine right there. Because I just like I like Jacob. I think Jacob is great. I think the Tamatanga and all of them, I think they're hilarious. I think they're cool too. But it's just something about Solo that's just not moving me. Solo was moving me when he was with Roman. But him by himself, he just not moving me. He does you. I'll tell you what though, and when I say move me, I'm strictly talking about the act of wrestling, like actually the matches. The promos are great. I like his promos. I think his promos are cool. I really enjoy those and stuff like that. But just seeing him in the ring perform and stuff like that by himself, I'm not really into that. If you put him in a tag situation where, you know, you got Jacob or one of the boys, yeah, that's more entertaining because there's more pieces. But with him just by himself, bro, SummerSlam, I was waiting for a Roman to come through the whole time. Like, you don't think it's coming.
So you don't think Solo could be like basically like another Umaga? You don't think so?
That's
what they want him to be, right? Like Umaga, right?
That's gonna be Jacob.
I don't think so either. I think it's gonna be Umaga's son Zilla, that's down in Booker T's reality of wrestling right now.
And
there's Zilla Fatu.
And so wait, so you think Roman's gonna recruit Zilla to take care of Jacob? Because Zilla said somewhere else that he's Team Roman. He said if he came through, he would help Roman. So eventually, you know, you enlist Zilla to take care of Jacob, and then boom, feud right there, another bloodline match, and then we're gonna call it what it is, I guess. I don't know. Cause like Paul and them say, they still talking about 3rd innings and 6th innings and stuff like that. They say we nowhere near being done with the bloodline. And I bet you could keep pumping it. Do you know how many cousins they got? Y'all seen that family? Y'all see the family tree, bro. So
I mean, you gotta think about too the demise of Roman Reigns. Has to happen. He's been successful the last 4 years.
Oh, I don't want him, bro. It's not boring though with him at the top. It's not boring. I'm not bored.
Look, I'm not saying that it's boring, but what I will say is that in order to tell an adequate story, we saw where he was when he was at the top. He had it all. What does the tribal chief look like when he don't have it at all? He don't have anything. And I think like they kind of rushed that a little bit over the summer just so they could set up for War Games. But we'll see. We'll see. I'll put it that way because I think Solo Sikoa needs this win on January 6th more than Roman does. But maybe we can get into that in another episode. So to kind of continue on what we have here, we want to look at our breakout stars for next year. Who will be the one person, man, that you will choose to say, hey, this person will break out next year, or this person needs to break out next year? J.O., you got it.
The president needs to break out this year. He's already a star, but they need to put a real title on this guy. He is a beast. The fans love him. Y'all already know what I'm about to say. L.A. Knight, please.
Yeah.
They need to put a title on my boy. Yeah. A real title. He is draw.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
When Roman falls, He is the guy, the guy, the guy.
I am LA Knight. Yeah.
He is the guy. He is proving it when we didn't have no title at all. For months he didn't have a title, and people was loving him. They were screaming his name and doing other matches. He's like Stone Cold John Cena on crack.
Let him cook now. Let him cook.
He's on crack. He's crack. He's funny. He's draw. He's like another one, Hulk Hogan, as you would say. They love this guy. I love him. Let me talk to you. Yeah, let me talk to you.
Let me talk to you.
L.A. Knight. Yeah. He's the guy. He's the mover, needle threader. He's the guy. That's my pick. LA Knight.
I love it, Thaddeus. Who you got, man?
Bro, picking this right here is like excruciatingly like difficult. Like, it is excruciatingly difficult because there's so many people that I would have loved to, like, who are even already established, just pop off even harder, or newcomers just come through and do it. Like, this list right here could be extensive. I ain't even gonna lie to you, because there's just so many people I just love to see perform and be great. I think, I mean, honest with you, I've been talking about the Judgment Day people a lot, right? I think I'm personally ready for a Dom singles run. And I mean, put the mid card on him. It's Dom time, bro. It's time for him to go, bro. Like, I need them to go ahead and let him go to the moon, bro. Because it's here and you can make it work, bro. My thing is this: when Dom first came out, he had a bag, he had a kit. Granted, it was Rey Mysterio's bag, it was Rey Mysterio's kit. And so now they're trying to, like, you know, because a lot of people think about it like this: if they do get the title, how are they going to perform, right? Like, I can hear it now when people talk about Chelsea, okay? Chelsea got the title now, but what's she going to do with it? Look at her gimmick, look at her character and stuff like that. Bro, they can make it work. Just not too long ago, I watched a video, and a dude who said someone was underrated was Doink the Clown. I had to look at Doink the Clown highlights. Doink the Clown was nice. So I'm like, bro, you can actually do so much with Dom being on the top, and it's not going to make the title worthless. I promise you. Because let Dom start taking himself serious, okay? Let everyone start taking him serious. Be like, you know what? He is dirty. And, like, I'm kind of, I don't know. What did he do to get in prison again? Like, that's what you need people to be asking when they start fighting Dom. Like, I just think he is thoroughly entertaining. He has endless amounts of heat. It's never going to go away. It's never going to evaporate. The deadbeat jokes still get me. So, yeah, I'm going to have to go ahead and say Dom. And I promise you, there are so many people that I can see on the men's and women's side that can just explode with opportunity if they were just given it. Because one more person I would like to see is Carmelo. I feel like Shinsuke's great. I feel like Carmelo should have got the title instead. I'm not gonna lie, and I'm a really big Shinsuke fan. Bro, you remember when the violin used to come out and do his thing, bro? The whole crib, come on now. So it was a big deal. And I'm glad Shinsuke can do what he can, and they put him in a place to still allow him to work or whatever. But Shinsuke at a point in time was world title material. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know where they will put him in that scene as of right now, because there's a lot of things going on. But I think Carmelo would be able to cook with it. I like his attitude. I like people who like the flex. I like the confident. I like the braggadocious people and stuff like that. That's why LA Knight rubs me the right way. You know what I'm saying? For lack of better words, I love me a lovable. That's how I like to phrase those types of characters and stuff like that. I think that's great writing for them, and I would like to see more of it. I think let them cook. Let them cook.
Let them cook. I love it. Just like you all, I had a hard time kind of selecting who I wanted to go with, so I kind of have an honorable mention and then the actual one that I would like to see. There is no secret here. You guys know I love all the sk so I am firmly behind the Wyatt Six. Am I biased to the Wyatt Six? Absolutely. I don't care what you think about it. I love it. And I love how they were formed together based off the fact that they were castaways that nobody cared about, that people didn't think could bring any money, etc., and put them together as a group to bring something to life that Bray actually was planning before he passed away suddenly. So I think the Wyatt Six with Uncle Howdy, Bo Dallas, needs a little bit of a facelift. We'll see what they do with the Final Testament. That is the current feud that they have going on right now. But I do feel as if the Wyatt Six needs a major push, major storylines. They haven't even been on a PLE yet, and they've been on TV since what, June 17th?
Yeah, that's crazy.
They haven't even been on a PLE yet. So, yeah, Daddy, she had something.
Dude, you brought up the what's the name? The Final Testament, the Testament people, bro, carrying crossing them, right, brother? That's another person. Like I said, this list can go on and on and on. Carrying Cross used to be a dog. I don't know if y'all on social media like that, especially like Twitter, because that's where a lot of them like be doing their work.
Oh, he be going ham on
and
Twitter.
you see how he's playing like all the storylines, right? And he's saying, you know what? I caused him to see the light. I caused him to change. I caused him to be turning to villains. They finally see the truth. And I love that angle because it's bringing him a lot of the more subtle eyes. If you go into his comment section, there's so many people saying, Karen, you're right. You did change him. You did help them out. You did. I'm telling you, I know what I said earlier. And I said Randy Orton could easily be the one to help Cody Rhodes turn into that nightmare, you know, in conjunction with Kevin Owens. You see what he's doing. But Karrion Kross, I'm Triple H. Strike the iron while it's hot. You can really push this man all over again. I promise you. Because this angle right here are special. Do you know what it's like? You have so many people throughout history all talking about their mental capabilities and how great they are at being a visionary, an architect, cerebral assassin, all kinds of stuff that just points to someone being methodical and whatnot. Karrion Kross is right there. You can literally set him up anywhere to be that guy. He's the person, throw the stone, hide your hand, allow him, bro, he could really cook. He has so much potential with the storyline. And I would love for them to strike that. I really, really do. I think that it will be entertaining and it will be different and it will give someone a chance to rise back up in the ranks again. I really do.
I agree with that. I think that Karrion can ascend without being supernatural. I think they played that way too much in the past era. But to get to the person that I actually want to see or I believe will break out next year, I'm gonna see if y'all can guess who this is.
Is that old boy from NXT? Is it Oba?
Oba Femi!
Oba!
Who?
Bro, I love Oba.
Love Oba Femi. His presentation, do not touch it. Don't touch it. Leave it alone. Leave it alone. Pop the hand. Don't touch it. Leave it alone. When he first come out and that silhouette is there, and you see this big, 6'7", 300-pound dude, and I mean he's in shape, like in shape, and he actually transitioned from football to WWE so well. And then his freaking nickname, he is the ruler of NXT, the ruler. Like, bruh. I ain't arguing with you, fam. You the ruler. You got it. I ain't arguing with you. Like, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Some people you just don't want to wait, okay? You just don't want to. He's one of them people. And I feel as if they put an actual like title on him, I think he's going to be the one to beat Trick Williams, by the way, for that NXT championship. But I think next year, they don't need to hold him in NXT.
They don't.
They don't need to hold him. Let him go to the main roster and cook with the Braun Breakers and others of the world. Can y'all see that? Oba Femi versus Braun Breaker.
That's a big ass badass match. That's a big ass match.
So my choice is Obafemi. I'm looking forward to see him ascend over the next year or so.
I agree with you, bro. Like I told you, like I keep saying over and over again, this list could be long. It really could.
Question.
WE has done a great job in planting a lot of potential people and for people to like look out for, like honestly and truly.
I agree. Go ahead, John.
Question. How similar, Korrey? Well, I grew up a little bit. I saw a little bit of it, but you know, how similar is Dom and Eddie Guerrero with the Heat and stuff? How similar are they? Similar at all? What's the similarity between Eddie Guerrero and Dom? Is there any similarities?
Very similar. Eddie was very out there with what he was doing, though, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he wasn't running from no fight, but he was gonna win it by any means. He wasn't, you know, Dom is not walking around parading, hey, he lie, he cheats, he steals. He's got a lot of Eddie's look with the mullet, you know, and stuff like that. But I'm a firm believer that Dom Mysterio has done a great job, especially with losing weight.
Right.
You know, you see how he's moving in the ring now, and etc. I think he needs to put on some muscle. I think it's time to kind of start changing the outlook to Thaddeus's point. You know, you could play off of that whole jail thing, and you know he can actually put on some muscle and come back looking like more brolic, like Eddie did. We know what was going on. Okay, we don't need to talk about that. But you know, I think they're fairly similar, but more different than similar.
Okay.
So, you all have stayed with us, and we appreciate you guys coming by, you know, sharing your thoughts and your opinions. If you have not done so to this point, like, share, subscribe, join the Sertoba Media family, y'all. Join the Sertoba Media gang, man. Join it, for we, the 6 of us, got to come after you. Yes, there are 6 of us. All right, 6 of us. All right. So join Sertoba Media. Follow the grind on every social media platform. You're going to see those platforms come up here in a moment. Before we walk away from you all today, I want to offer the floor up to my brothers real quick and see if they have any final words that they would like to share with our audience.
I'll go first. So shout out to, you know, all the individuals that I spoke about. You know, shout out to all the men I spoke about. Shout out to all the women I spoke about. Not here to tear down or discredit or anything like that. Try to keep it objective. Also having some fun, throwing some, you know, might throw a little bit of bias in there. Yeah. But at the end of the day, you know, just here to have some fun, have some nice heated discussions and stuff like that, and get the conversation going. Shout out to my brother. Thank you for allowing me to be on your show. I greatly appreciate it. It's a lot of fun preparing for this. If you need to, you know, want to do something like after a pay-per-view or whatever, just let us know, and I'll be there if I can be here. But thank you. I appreciate y'all. Shout out to the family, and I'll move it to JL.
Yeah, appreciate you, Korrey, for having me on here. Had a lot of fun. This is fun to be back. I want to thank Triple H. Triple H, you made WWE cool again, man. Like, everybody's getting back into it, man. I've been in wrestling for years, since I don't know when I used to try to sneak and watch when I was younger and stuff like that. But WWE is cool again, man. People went there for the Rough Riders when it really wasn't cool and stuff like that. So yeah, I appreciate you doing that, man. You know, keeping my youth in me, my little kids, my little 10-year-old self still in there, man. So I appreciate that. But no, I had fun on here. Hopefully anybody watching this brings a smile to you guys' face, us talking and us being, you know, brothers and just chatting up a little bit. And I appreciate you, Sertoba Media. Yeah.
All right. So before we get out of here, I want to appreciate my brothers Thaddeus and Jo for joining me on this special episode. You all don't understand, you know, a lot of the stuff that has happened over the years, and I really wanted it to be even more special by having my brothers on, you know, and I appreciate y'all taking time to come and join me. Let's talk about some wrestling, have some laughs, have some fun, etc. I look forward to doing it again. And you know, check out the grind, y'all. Every single Saturday, 4 p.m. Eastern, from myself, my brothers. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. You all out there watching this episode, get out our face. Get out. It's time for you to go. You got to move on. See you later. See y'all next week.
I love you, Korrey.
I push that weight to get that gold, but I don't break 'cause I'm involved. If ain't no pain, it ain't no growth. To keep it 100, I came in the